Hello everyone, this is Sue from Sue's Paper Creations. I am just adjusting the camera here, trying to get the best place for my live video for you guys. I am going to be sharing with you guys a sneak peek from the Occasions catalog. So I am very excited to do that. I have got some beautiful products that I want to share with you today. And I'm just going to wait a few minutes and let you guys all hop on. I know I'm running a little bit late. Hi, Claire. I'm running a little bit late for the start of this today, but can you guys hear me okay? Maybe Claire can let me know. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay there. Today I wanted to share with you some products that I was able to have the pleasure of having a look at when I was at Center Stage and on stage in November. So we were very lucky as demonstrators that we got to go to this amazing convention, and we were able to get a copy of the Occasions catalog, and we could also get one for all the new celebration items. So I'm going to share with you a product suite that we have in the Occasions catalog coming up. So for those who don't know the excitement that happens in January, I just want to let you know about it. Okay, got a couple more people. Good. So I just also I'll let you know that in January we have got an amazing time of year called Celebration. And for Stampin' Up, it's that is the time of year that they love to give gifts away. So right now we are in the season of giving with Christmas. Well, after all that passes, then it is like Stampin' Up's time. So during celebrations starting in January, you will be able to pick out a free item of a whole bunch of amazing products for every $60 that you spend. So it's a very exciting time, and it is also the time of year where this new Occasions catalog is launched. So I want to remind you guys that I have got, you guys are watching me live on Sue's Paper Creations, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada. So I am taping right now in Victoria, British Columbia. It is, it's evening here and it's pretty dark, so I hope my lighting for this video is going to be okay for you guys. But I've got a couple things that I have going on right now for the rest of the year. So while we've got a minute, I'm just going to share with you some of the deals that I have going on. If you guys haven't already seen on my Facebook page, I have got the 25 days of Giftmas. So this is something that I decided to do this year, and it's kind of a fun way for me to give back to all you amazing viewers out there that stick with me, follow me, and support me. So each day you want to look for it on my Facebook page. I'm going to be posting a question, a challenge, something like that at 8 o'clock in the morning. So you have a chance to comment on my question of the day for 25 days, and each day there's a little gift that I give away. So for yesterday, it was actually one of these Winkostella pens, and Leslie won that yesterday. So a lot of you guys had talked about how you haven't tried the Winkostella yet, so I wanted to incorporate that into one of my projects today, hey Dee, so that therefore you guys could see that in action, because it is beautiful. Okay, so reminder, I also have on a deal right now for any bundles that you buy from now to the end of the year. You also get to pick out one of these beautiful packages of either pearls, rhinestones, or our faceted gems, and that is for any current bundle that you place an order through me. You get to pick out one of these items that I will mail to you for free, just for bundling up for the holidays. Okay, so That is still going on, and you guys still have a chance to get those items for free for every bundle that you purchase, okay? All right, so I think it is time that we should jump in, and I'm going to show you some of the beautiful products from our occasions catalog. So unfortunately, I still cannot show you the inside of this catalog, but I can show you some. I know so much love in this catalog. I love it. I can show you some of the products and some things that I have made with the products. So that is what I want to share with you guys tonight, okay? I know some of you are still on your way home from work. I'm doing this video a little bit early this evening, but later on tonight, you can grab yourself a glass of wine, a little snack, and you can relax and watch it later on as well, okay? So the suite that I am going to share with you is called Petal Passion. And in this suite for the Occasions catalog, there is many beautiful products that all coordinate in the way that Stampin' Up! Does. So I will show you those products first. This here is a gorgeous new stamp set that they have got. I hope you guys can see all this okay. I'm going to try and adjust my lights here. But this has got a gorgeous bird in it. It's got these roses and petals, and they're have an amazing kind of watercolor feel to them. That's why I love these, and I'm drawn to these sort of steps or stamp sets, because you can do so many beautiful things with them, okay? And it is 2 packages, so you actually get all of these sayings as well. And one of my favorite stamps actually is all of these little dots. I love it. So those are the stamps from this set, okay? And the way that Stampin' Up! Always does it, we of course have a matching set of framelits that is going to go with this stamp set. And this is it right here. So you guys let me know if you love this. It is gorgeous. There is amazing, amazing detail in these new thinlits that go with this set. And I'm going to show you some of these pieces already cut out, okay? But they are absolutely gorgeous. So they frame in like the bird and the beautiful roses and the images that are in the stamp set. But then there's these gorgeous details as well as this very beautiful shape that you can stamp one of the sayings in. So I'm going to show you some cards that are made with these. So that is the set of thinlits that go with the Petal palette is the stamp set, and these are Petals and More thinlits. So that is the stamp set and the thinlits, but they don't stop there. Stampin' Up! Has really outdone themselves. They have added 2 beautiful textures that go with this set as well. These are them here. And again, I will show you guys these up close in one of the projects I'm going to make tonight. So there's 2 of them. It's actually a set of 2. So that is also in there, and those are called Petal Pair Textured Embossing folders. So those are beautiful. It matches with it. Now, just to add a little extra, oh, absolutely love these. There are, can you guys see that? Can you see those gorgeous? They're little leaves and little tiny flower embellishments with a little pearl in the middle. And these are little embellishments that go along with the set. Of course, these are called Petal Passion embellishments. And let's see how many you get in here. I'm trying to think how many. There's probably, I bet you 18, I think, is what you get in here. Okay, so you get assortment of both of those. Those are going to be on one of the cards. They have got some beautiful, very delicate ribbon that goes with this set as well. It's a whisper white ribbon, which is beautiful because you can actually dye this ribbon any color that you want. And again, I'm going to show you that as we go along here, and you're going to be able to see a project and see me dye this ribbon in a beautiful blue color. So I'm going to show you that tonight. So much to show you guys. But what I absolutely love from this set, I am a lover of beautiful papers, and these gorgeous papers are in the set. I'm going to go through them all. And the amazing thing with these papers is that you can actually brayer them, you can watercolor them, you can use your blendables on them, your blend, stamp and blend. But all of these gorgeous papers, and I'm just going to quickly pull through them all, are in hues of black and gray, and you can change the colors of the background so easily. So I'm going to show you how we do that as well tonight. So these are just all the different ones that come in this set. This is, I must say, my favorite pack of paper, and I think it's because it's so versatile, and again has almost like, I love this one, a watercolor feel to it, and you can do so much with it. We're gonna actually, I'm gonna post another video with a card. I know they are beautiful, aren't they? I'm gonna post a card made with this on YouTube in a few days. So I still have a couple more projects that I do want to make with these items, and I will let you guys know when I post that. So those are the papers. And so I'm going to bring in just a couple cards that I've made so far with these. Okay, this actually was a card that we made at On Stage, and this is it right here. And again, we used the black and white papers. We've got that gorgeous little bird, and we've got these beautiful embellishments and little ribbons. Now, when I got home, I thought, you know, as I like to do, I have to find my little pieces here, but I thought that I would just add a little something to step this up, and I have to find my little pieces that I've stamped and cut out. See if I have them here. But so much stuff here to show you guys. Can't quite, oh, here they are here. So in the stamp set, there is a beautiful little flower, and again, it has a real watercolor feel to it, and you can actually stamp that flower out and then cut it with the thinlits. Isn't that beautiful? And so I'm going to add just a couple of those onto this card just to step it up a little bit. So I love these little flowers. So I stamped out 3 of them, and I'm going to add them to this card, and it's just, I think that it just adds a little something extra, as I like to say, a little something something to this card that we made in Utah. So I thought I would just show you how you can easily step up your card just by adding a couple little flowers on there. Okay, so that's one of the cards that we made in Utah using the stamp set. This one here I created last night, and this is the card that I am going to show you how to make today. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because we're going to change the color of this beautiful paper that I was showing you, as well as it features a little Winka Stella. So for those who were wondering, in the 25 days of Giftmas who commented, wanted to know what Winka Stella did, this is what it does. And you can see how it really sparkles up that bird. It makes a big difference. And then this gorgeous detail here. So I'm going to get started and show you how to make this one. Okay, and you guys can watch along here. I'm just going to clear my space and bring in the pieces. So I love a little bit of metallic and shine in a card. So I went ahead and I cut out this branch here, and this was one of the branches from the thinlits. And I'm just going to pop it out of the paper if I can get it out of here gently. There we go. Come on. There it is. So I went ahead and I cut this ahead of time, but I just love a little bit of silver or gold or bronze. We have got gorgeous colors of metallic or of our foil papers, and we even have a gorgeous champagne now that I really, really think is beautiful. So that is a piece that I've already cut out, and I have also cut out, remember this was one of those pieces of the thinlits that also had a lot of detail in it. I love this, and I just did that in Bermuda Bay which is one of my favorite colors. Again, if you're following my 25 days of Giftmas, I noted that my favorite color was a teal color because of my first card that I had. This is it right here. It's my favorite. Okay, I've also cut out a circle. This is with the stitched shapes, and that's just a circle. I love the detail of the stitching on there. We're going to use that. I've got a piece of our designer series paper. This is the Petal Passion designer series papers, and we're actually going to color that right now. And then I just have some basic gray and white base. So I'm going to put those ones aside, and I am going to bring in a little box here, and you guys will see how easy it is to transform these gorgeous pieces of DSP. Okay, I hope there's enough light for you guys. So in one of our Stampin' Spritzers, I have got rubbing alcohol and about, I want to say 15 drops of just garden green ink. So I use our little re-inkers that we have with all of our, that re-ink all of our ink pads. So they are better, they are really versatile. You can use them for a lot of different techniques, but I love just filling these spritzers, and I have a couple of them all in my favorite colors, and you just add rubbing alcohol to them so that you can then, here we go, I got to get it going first here. You can just spritz your paper to add color. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a couple spritzes just like that. See that? See how easy that is? So that's just adding a little bit of green. I don't want to cover the whole background, but I want a little hint of green in the background. So because of the rubbing alcohol, this will take, it will curl a little bit when I spray it, but it will flatten down fairly quickly, and it dries fairly quickly. And it's a very beautiful but subtle look to it. And you can also, you know, if you wanted to, you could add a darker color or just darken this up by even adding more of the re-inker to it. So it is nice because you can do whatever shade you want. Okay, so there is our background. I'm going to put that aside. I am going to bring in a piece of gray here, just the smoky slate, and I'm going to stamp our adorable little bird in basic gray. So bear with me, I'm getting used to a new camera stand here, and it's a little bit more narrow of a shot than what I'm used to, so I'm going to try and stay within the frame, but you guys just yell at me if you can't see something. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that gorgeous little bird, and again, I want you guys to see up close here. See how it kind of has a nice watercolor look to it? That's what all the images are like in this stamp set. So there is again, one of the thinlits that will cut out that bird, and I've already got him cut out and ready to go. So I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to bring in our little base here, and I'm going to show you how we're going to assemble this card. Okay, I've got one little piece here, and I'm going to use, I think, a thank you to stamp on this card, just because I'm always sending out lots of thank yous with my little packages for when people do orders. I always like to send a nice little thank you card. So I'm going to start building up my thank you cards with all of these beautiful new stamp sets. So I'm going to use a few of them here to make my thank you cards for this coming year. So there's the thank you. I'm going to put that aside. Okay, and I have got my little bird already cut out here. So we've got our little bird, and I'm going to bring in my fast fuse, and we're going to put this all together because our background that we had sprayed earlier is now nice and dry. So I'm just going to add my layers here, just like that. So I'm going to start by putting my base of gray down, and the piece that I cut is the same length as this gray. It's just I wanted a little bit, oh, let's advance this. I wanted a little bit of frame of the basic gray just to, I think, I like a dark frame when I'm dealing with a lot of white. So I wanted that little bit of extra gray on each side. Just straighten that out there. There we go, just to kind of highlight the darkness, and these petals bring them out a little bit more. Okay, now we're going to put down our little circle, just like that. And there's a few little embellishments on the cards that I want to show you, some new items, and I'll show you those as well. And I've got a little trick here that I want to show you next when it comes to gluing on things that are very fine detail like this. Okay, so I'm going to bring in, I've got my Tombow glue, I have got a little container here, and I've got a little sponge. So this is a little trick that I showed some of the ladies that come to my classes on an easy way that you can add some glue onto a background. And I don't want to get this all over my workspace. I'm just going to bring in a scrap here. But you just dab with the sponge a little bit of the liquid glue, and then you can just dab it onto the back of your really fine detailed thinlet that you've cut out. And what this does is it makes it so that you get even coverage of glue, but you don't end up with all the liquid glue seeping up from underneath. So tap, tap, gently. You got it. You got to tap, tap, just gently add that glue. You got it, Dee. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same with this very fine detail here. And again, I just have to add just a little bit on there. A little tap, tap. And gently put that down. How are we looking so far? Pretty good? Okay, so I'm going to add this, all of our extra little details here. We're going to put in our thank you. And then we will do our bird, and then we are going to add the Wink of Stella. And I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so there is that one there. Let's get my dimensions. And we're going to add our gorgeous little bird. I love him. He's so cute. But he's not nearly shiny enough. So this is when I'm going to grab our Wink of Stella, and it is as easy as just rubbing the brush. I want to get this nice and close so you can see it. Rubbing the brush over your image to add the shimmer to the bird. See how easy that is? So everyone who was wondering what the Wink of Stella was all about, that is it, and it is that easy. So it's nice and clean to work with, and it just adds that amazing something to your projects. But I'm not done yet. I need a little something else, and it's very subtle in here, but you guys might see these little tiny sequins that I've got going on, okay? And this is a new product in the Occasions catalog, and these are them here. They are sequins that already have the adhesive on them. So they are sheets of gorgeous colored sequins, and they already have a little glue dot that is already on the back. So these guys are called Tutti Frutti adhesive backed sequins. Okay, and you get all these colors in the package. And the nice thing is all you do is pull them off and pop them on. So you don't have all the messy work with them. They already have the glue dots on them, and you just stick them on just like that. And I think it's the perfect touch to finish off that card. Okay, so that is my first card using the Perfect Palette stamp set from the new catalog. Yay! All right, I hope you guys love that. I have more. I have another one I want to show you guys, okay? Now, I'm going to put these aside, and I'm going to bring in, I told you I was going to show you how to color, how easy it is to color this gorgeous ribbon. And for our next project that I'm going to show you, I am going to bring in just a brayer that I've got, and it has some Island Indigo ink on there. And all I'm going to do is just run it down my ribbon, just like this. This is how easy it is. I mean, you could spritz this if you wanted. The spritzing would be a little bit, you would just have to let it dry, but I like to use the brayers on this ribbon. I'm going to turn it over so we get both sides, and I'll show you this detail up really close here in a second. But this is a very quick and easy way to add color to those white satin ribbons that we've got in the catalog. And just check that out. I hope you guys can see that. If I put it on a white background, you can see. See how pretty that is? So that it's as easy as that. So this means that you can change the color of this ribbon to whatever color you want and whatever shade of blue you want. So if I wanted to make this darker, I would just go over with the brayer a little bit more till it was darker. But I like the subtlety of this, okay? Now, this is just not a scrap piece of white paper. I have got a new size of note cards and envelopes that are in the catalog. And I love these. This is very exciting for me because I love little note cards. These guys have the little tiny envelopes. Look at those. Aren't those so cute? And little tiny note cards. So this is another new product in the catalog, and they are just narrow note cards and envelopes in Whisper White. And I think they are the cutest little enclosure cards, and it's just nice to have this kind of cute little shape to them, and they fit perfectly in these envelopes. So just like our other note cards, you get, oh gosh, how many does it have in here? It says 40, so you get 20 of the note cards and 20 of the envelopes, and yes, they are already scored and ready to go. Yeah, so this is perfect for making a whole bunch of really quick and easy enclosure cards, which we are going to make one in a minute, as well as doing up a package of these for a gift. Someone would love to receive that. So I have got one that I have ran one of our beautiful new textures. Isn't that really, really pretty? And I have put that on the front. Okay. I have, let me show you all the pieces to this because I'm actually making this up as I go along. I have got a little soft sky circle there that I'm going to place on there. And I have gone ahead and stamped the beautiful image from the stamp set, all these gorgeous roses. See that? And again, it has a beautiful watercolor feel. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to watercolor them. So this is actually on the shimmer white, and I'm going to bring in my one that I've started here. And I want to show you how quick and easy it is to color these roses in. You're just going to use an aqua painter and just run over your flowers. So I'm just going to quickly finish this one off, and then we will finish this card. So there's our flowers done. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more on the inside just to shade it. Okay, and we'll bring in some green, and I'm going to do the petals here. Let's see, let's get out my old olive, and I'll bring this, just going to try and bring that in a little bit. Here, I'll hold it up for you guys. So there is those roses that are colored. So it is such a pretty image, and again, it has a thinlits that once you stamp it, then you just have to run it through the Big Shot and cut it out all in one piece. Okay, so I'm going to quickly pop this together, and we will have one beautiful and quick note card. So I'm going to add my little circle. Now, I don't know if you guys notice, but there is a very subtle detail on here, and that is these beautiful spots. Remember that line of spots I showed you in the stamp set that I love? I just went over it with a little bit of Pool Party, and I'm going to pop that on there like that. I am going to run our beautiful ribbon that we colored around the base of the card, just like that. And then we're going to trim it off. I love how it coordinates with that. Okay, and then we're just going to pop on these beautiful roses on the front. Now, I stamped out a little saying that says best wishes, and I didn't want it to go straight across the card, so I'm going to show you just a little different way that you can do it. Let me get these roses in here all tucked in. Okay, perfect. What I'm going to do with my best wishes is I've stamped it out, but I wanted to kind of stagger the saying a little bit. So I'm going to just cut that in half, and I don't want it to be totally perfect. I want it to be kind of angled a little bit. Same with this one. Just a tiny bit like that. And I'm just going to add those just on there like that. So sometimes I like the look of things not being so completely straight and perfect. I like it to be just a little more random looking. Okay, especially when you're dealing with watercolor, because watercolor has that kind of more loose feel to the lines. Okay, so there is a beautiful little note card, and again, this is one of the sayings, and that gorgeous set of roses from the stamp set, and then the beautiful, beautiful texture. Love that. Okay, so that is one of the other projects, and I just had to go ahead and make, because the envelopes are white, I had to make a little envelope to match. Okay, so I want to show you quickly how to do that. It is, again, so easy to create and add a little something to a blank canvas using one of these foam braiders. So I just ran a little bit of color over there, and actually I need a little bit more. So I've got just some rose red, and when you're using the braiders, you always want to remember to roll all the way across like that, just gently. Just a little tap, tap, gentle on there. Okay, and then you can just lay down some color. And I just want something subtle but very pretty. So I'm just going to go part way up the envelope. So there it is there. And then, just because I have some of those gorgeous little blue dots on the background of the circle, I want to do the same across this envelope. So let's see here, tap, tap. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of that blue on there, like that. And I'm going to bring in the final image, and you guys can see how easy it is to stamp this beautiful big rose. So I'm going to do this in black. And again, I'm just going to just tap that gently on the ink pad. I want to make sure it's all stamped. And because it is that watercolor feel to it, when you stamp it, you're not going to have a completely solid image. Just like our Painted Harvest one that we had in the in our holiday catalog, that fall beautiful sunflower, you know how it had a very watercolor feel. This has that same color feel to it, same, you know, kind of not completely solid, has more of a watercolor feel to it. And I like it. I think that if this was totally solid, it wouldn't be as pretty as it is. So I think they did a beautiful job creating this set. So again, little envelope, little card. Who wouldn't want to receive that on a gift? And it's perfect for a little wedding gift that you're going to give away. So those are the 3 cards that I wanted to share with you for this brand new stamp set. So there they are there. There's 1, 2, and here is 3. So there you go. On my 25 days of Giftmas, I had you guys vote on what you wanted me to share, and it was the Occasions catalog that won. So this is my first share from the new occasions catalog that will be starting in January. So it's going to be a great new year. There's going to be lots and lots of amazing products. One thing, if you have not already reserved yourself a Stamparatus, which is our brand new stamp positioner, you can still do that. You can still go to my online store. So all you have to do is click the shop now up in the upper, let's see here now, right corner of my Facebook page, Sue's Paper Creations, and you can go on there and you can still reserve yourself a copy of or one of the new Stamp-A-Maratuses. So you can still do that all the way to the end of this month. So you want to do that because you won't have another opportunity to reserve one of those Stamp-A-Maratuses until the annual catalog goes live in June. So it's either now or June. So you want to definitely reserve one of those. Follow me for my 25 days of Giftmas. I still have 11 more days of postings and chances to win little prizes like a Wink Estella that someone won yesterday. And today's question was for you guys to post for me your favorite color, and whoever the winner is, I will be putting together a little package of items in that color and shipping it off to the winner. So who knows what she's going to get, but it's going to be all in one beautiful color, which is that person's favorite. So that's what I've got for you guys today. I will share more from the Occasions catalog, and I will do a celebration share as well coming up. So I will post those events on my page, so look for those. And I hope you guys have a fabulous evening. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think of this new beautiful stamp set and all the beautiful papers, what your favorite item out of it is, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.